the sorry with no follow-through, yet somehow you still call them your crew. Let's talk flaky, toxic friendships. Here today on 24/7 Vent Session.
Listen, I'm fed up. I need to vent about this situation with my so-called best friend. So my girl Shayna and I have been tight since college. Like, we've been through it all together. She's my ride or die, or at least I thought she was. So I got this new promotion at work, right? Big money, big move. And I'm excited. I tell Shanna and she's like, congrats, girl. But the whole time she's looking at me sideways. I let it slide because maybe she had a bad day. Then a couple weeks later, I'm telling her about this new spot. I want to check out to celebrate. And she's like, oh, that's nice. Like, I was just there last week with my new crew. Okay, cool. She's making new friends. I ain't mad at that. But it's been like this for the past few months now. Every time I want to hang out, she's too busy with her new crew. And she's been acting real funny, like I'm beneath her or something. We don't hang like we used to. And when we do, she's always on her phone or talking about her new friends. The final straw was this weekend, though. I saw her posting on IG, popping bottles at a rooftop party that I wasn't even invited to. And guess who was there? My man, the one I've been talking to her about for months. I told her I had a crush on him, and there he is, right next to her, smiling, dancing, having the time of his life. I hit her up like, Shauna, you serious? She's going to say, oh, it was nothing. We just bumped into each other at a rooftop party. Girl, bye. I don't even know if I should confront her or just cut her off. I don't want no fake friends in my circle, but I'm hurt, real hurt. This ain't how best friends supposed to act, right? I swear, you try to elevate and the people closest to you start showing their true colors. Thanks for letting me get that out because I'm 2 seconds from going off on Shanna.
Do you ever feel like you're in a friendship where you're always the one reaching out or your friends aren't being considerate of your feelings? Well, today's guest, a lot of them have issues like this with their friends. For instance, our previous guest, and me personally, I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody who I have to explain the basics to. If you don't understand like the simplest of boundaries or how friendship is supposed to work, I mean, we're kind of too old to be teaching each other how to be good friends, if you know what I mean. In some situations, you should be able to say like, hey, I want to be treated this way or that way, and that may be necessary, but this is a little too much for me. I'm not saying cut off your friend, but I'm asking, is this a friend worth having?
I am done with these fake friends. So my birthday was last weekend, right? I had this whole plan, a cute dinner with my girls. Then we were going to hit up the club. I made reservations at this fancy spot, and I told everybody weeks in advance. I'm thinking this is about to be the best ever because I was going to share it with my girls. Tell me why, out of my 5 closest friends, only 2 showed up. 2. The rest of them hit me with excuses like, oh, I'm so sorry, girl. Something came up, or I forgot. Can we reschedule? Reschedule? It's my birthday, not a dentist appointment. The worst part is I saw one of them posting on IG that same night talking about out with Bae. Bae, you mean to tell me you ditched my birthday to go on a date? I was heated. Like, these are supposed to be my girls. And they couldn't even bother to show up for one night. I feel like I'm always showing up for everybody else. Birthdays, baby showers, breakups. I'm there. But when it's my turn, everybody disappears. I don't know. I think it's time to start cutting people off because I can't be the only one putting in effort.
I think we do have to be honest here, and some people value friendships differently than others. And also, we all have lives. Some people work multiple jobs, so I'm not the type of person who feels like my friends have to always meet my expectations when I'm having a planned event. But I do understand your frustration when it comes to your birthday and friends who have been your friends for years who should, probably remember it. But you have a right to feel everything that you're feeling. I say when people show you who they are, you have to meet them where they are at. And it's up to you to place your expectations in a space where you know they will meet them. If you continue to set expectations that won't get met, you'll be the one disappointed.
I'm over these one-sided friendships. I've got this friend, right? We've been tight for years, but it feels like I'm the only one holding us together. I'm always checking in, trying to stay connected and being there when she needs me. But when it's my turn, crickets. The one time I came to her when I needed her was when I asked for help with my housewarming party. I'm over here setting everything up, asking her if she could at least bring some drinks or help me out a little since she's always the life of the party when it's her event. She said, "Oh, I'll see if I can make it," then didn't even bother to show up or text. But 2 days later, here she comes, blowing up my phone, talking about her latest drama. I'm tired. Why is it so hard for people to match the energy you give them?
When you often provide that shoulder to lean on, sometimes people will eventually get used to that, and eventually they may even take advantage of that. So you really have to be sure that you set boundaries for yourself that lets others know, I'm not comfortable with being your dumpster to dump all of your emotions on every time you're going through something. Don't call me every time you have a problem. Sometimes I want to hear something positive. And if your friend gets upset with that, then that's not your friend anyways. And if they feel like, oh, I can't call her just to say my issues, tell her to come to the show. She can tell her issues right here and we'll be here when she needs us. But what do you guys think? And what advice could you give this guest?
I'm at a point where I'm reevaluating all my friendships. I feel like I've outgrown some of my friends, but they still want to do the same things we were doing in our early 20s. I'm trying to level up, focus on my career, and they're still talking about hitting the club every weekend. I don't want to be that person who thinks they're better than their friends, but I'm on a different path now. Is it wrong to want more for myself, even if it means drifting away from the people I used to be close with?
There is nothing wrong with outgrowing the people around you. It's actually healthy to grow. And if you were to find yourself not changing or staying who you were in order to fit with people and feeling like you can't grow, you will be in a worse position. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think that means you have to necessarily cut them off. Maybe you can just change the way that you participate in these friendships. When they suggest going out, maybe you can suggest staying in and having maybe a girls' night or even like a lingerie party or something like that. Or think of new things that you feel more comfortable with now that you don't really want to participate in the club scene. Why do some people think friends needs personal bank account? My boy stays hitting me up with the same line. Yo, let me hold something real quick. And I'm like, real quick? You still ain't paid me back from the last real quick. He gets new sneakers, a fresh haircut, but can't send back $50. It's making me rethink our whole friendship. How do you tell someone to stop treating you like a loan officer without messing up the... I didn't even let you finish the word friendship because this friendship is over. I personally think a relationship, a friendship, any of that should end once the begging begin. Because at the end of the day, just don't get too comfortable to be in my pockets like it. Like, no. But I'm just kidding. Really though, it really comes down to you and the boundaries you set, because you are enabling someone to continuously ask you for money. You should cut that out at the first chance that you can. But I think that's what you should do moving forward. But let us know what you guys think in the comments. Give this man some advice. What would you do if your friend kept begging or bugging you? Sick of being the therapist friend. I'm the one everyone comes to when they need advice or someone to vent to, but when I need something, nobody. It's like I don't have my own problems. Do I not deserve to be listened to? Don't get me wrong, I'm glad people trust me, but sometimes I feel like I'm carrying everybody else's load, and nobody helps me with mine. How do you tell your friends you need support without feeling selfish? There is nothing selfish about an even exchange, and if your friends come to you to vent about their problems, you should feel no way about coming to them to vent about yours. They should listen with open ears, if you ask me. But what do you guys think in the comments? What do you suggest? And What advice can you give any of these guests that we've had today? That's what we thrive on here. This is a community where we give advice with no judgment. So please continue to send in your comments and support the show.
Thank you for watching 24/7 Vent Session with your host and certified life coach, Courtney Cheyenne. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave some words of advice below. And visit 247ventsession.com to join the show.
It's a 24/7 session. We vent 24/7 session.